So, once upon a time, there was a server called YouTube Hangout. It was a small server based around, well, YouTube. According to the Elite Federation, YouTube Hangout was under their protection in some sort of partnership kind of dealio. But according to the Fraughtians, YouTube Hangout had been annexed by them. So obviously, Elite kind of got a little pissed. And they threatened to observe us, which didn't really make sense, but this pissed off the Fraughtians, and this ended up being a little bit of a conflict. Much later, the Elitians come to the Fraughtians and ask them for help because they were having a little bit of trouble managing themselves. The Fraughtians agreed on the condition that they get some sort of reward or payback, and they would give them a whole bunch of stuff. As time went on, the Elitians started to feel like it was more of the Fraughtians telling them what to do, and at the same time, the Fraughtian community was having trouble with one of its own regions. And so the Elitians just kind of told them, hey, why don't you just become independent and we'll help you. And so they did, and the Fraughtians got pissed off, and this was the start of the Silent War, so called because it was never really declared. At the start of the war, the elites had a rebel region, another community called the Ultimate Community, and the Akka Server Union helping them. And in their own servers, they had the Gaming Crew region and the Elite Art region. So together, this is what it would have looked like in a map. And so started Operation Athens, a two-pronged conquest of the Elitian Gaming Crew region and the Nintendo Switch place, the ex-Fraughtian region. Eventually, this led to the GCR, or Gaming Crew Region, negotiation, in which we asked the GCR to join us, and they just kinda agreed. In the NSP's case, because they were the X-Region, they didn't want anything to do with the Fraughtians, especially their leader. So the Fraughtians pushed for a new pro-Fraughtian leader, named Cooley, to take power. Once he did, the NSP was back under Fraughtian control. At this point, the Fraughtians switched tactics to infiltrating the Elitian capital and building influence in the Elite Art region. The Fraughtians now had the ability to destroy the Elite Federation at a moment's notice. However, the Ultimate Community brought up the Treaty of Helium, which basically established that the Fraughtians would get yet another one of Elite servers in the exchange for no more expansion and the end of hostilities. At last, the Silent War was over 2 months after it had started. However, the results speak for themselves. Nowadays, the community has annexed the former Ultimate Community, and Elite is still recovering from a couple of mishaps it has had since then.